It was another day in the Squid Games, and that's when I looked at my number and saw I was 222, which means I'm now a main character. When the games began, everything was going smooth. There was the usual blood and bodies on the floor, and people making art by pushing each other, and then I saw what looks to be the Flash. Turns out the only thing he can't outrun is taxes. The bills put him in so much debt he had to join the Squid Games. I made it to the end and moved on to Dalgona, in which I got Star, which I did with ease. And the way I see it, Star is just doing 5 triangles. I saw this guy getting attacked, and I was thirsty for blood, so instead of saving him, I finished him off. I knew tomorrow was going to be a good day because he wasn't going to be in it. I then saw this guy push someone into the guards, and the guards turned his insides into outsides. I knew that I must team with this guy, but that's when someone pushed him into the room with the guards and the doors closed. We heard pew-pew, and the doors opened and his corpse was lying there. I was a hider in hide and seek, and after surviving an extreme close call where I almost died, I ran to find a new room. And out of fear and desperation, I tried to get through the door, and I was trying to tell the people inside I mean no harm. And when they finally let me in, I was once again at peace. One guy kept trying to get in, but we just pushed him, then closed the door. But eventually, he went to get help. It really took me by surprise, and I barely made it out alive. It was a gift to not have any stab marks on my body. I hid out and let out a sigh of relief when it was over. I was just happy to be alive. In jump rope, I climbed up onto this roof. Look, I may be 222, but I ain't going out like she did. And because jump rope was nerfed into its coffin, it is now easier to win than lose. I was hardly even trying here. And then I did what I do best, carry in glass bridge. It's like my profession at this point. In Mingle, there was only 2 rounds in that was 1 and 3, and then there was another attempted murder, and it took me by surprise. But then that fool got pushed and put in his place. Then we went to Sky Squid Game, and we decided to get rid of this person called Serato. Sounds very similar to my name. But anyway, we knocked our prey off the pillar and passed round 1. They were discussing about who to get rid of next, and then this fool said my name and he didn't even spell it right. So I went into attack mode and was attacking everyone in my path, with my preferred victim being the guy who wanted me gone. I didn't get to end anyone since we had to move to round 2. And when round 2 started, I tried to get the pole but failed miserably. They really tried. But eventually the guy with the pole knocked me off. I guess Sky Squid Game is where all the main characters fall.